Let's look at the last part of this section in the synoptic table. It's going to involve a lot of positioning and a lot of very, very basic technique. 2, cat has the bind. She steps in and cuts 3. This is terrible for me. If she times this correctly, I can no longer use a basic parry. I have to use what we refer to as a dynamic parry. In this case, I could come here, but her blade's in motion. That's probably not going to stay here. So when I fend her cut off, I'm going to thrust instead. As I move to thrust, she, not wanting to get shanked, steps, hits me. I know we're going slowly, but make sure it's a single step because we won't have time for 2. All right, let's watch this with a little bit less time delay and explanation. 2, she cuts 3. I ward it off, I thrust and bind. She reads me like a book, smacks me in the face, giggles. One more time. 2, she cuts 3, I fend, I thrust. Does it look like this whole thing was set up to give her the victory? It always looks like that when you step into the proper position. My technique was an absolute win until she stepped to the other position. Watch what happens when she forgets her feet. 2, 3. Now she's going to do something. Do something. Go ahead, do something. Giggle like the fabric softener bear, right? Until she changes her position and moves her feet and coordinates the movement of blade and foot, she doesn't escape the fundamental geometry. 2. Until I move my feet, this no worky. She's being super nice on camera. See how much she's got her elbow tucked in? If she actually extends to make this cut or leans into the cut like it's for real, do it like you're going to land it for real this time. 2. She's really far into my space. If I don't move, I'm guaranteed getting cut. If I move, the cut becomes ineffective. 2. Now I can make the thrust. As I make the thrust, if she sees it coming, she steps out. How can she see this coming? Lots of practice adjusting to where your opponent's moving and what they're doing. This is the skill that takes you from drilling to being a fencer. When you can sense their actions in the gestalt view you have of your opponent and see what they're trying to do, then these actions become relatively simple to ward off. Have fun, happy fencing. We've got more videos and content coming, so if you liked what you saw and it was useful for you, please stab the like button, /subscribe, and punch the little bell icon so that you're notified immediately when new content comes available. Thanks, and go do the thing.